Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They begin with a run by Barkley, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Daly, and that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Black 40. 43. Yo. 43 is the mark. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
The Seahawks at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On third down, here's Walker.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Here's a give to Barkley. Room here to run. The 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week in Charlotte.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now back to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On second down, it's Walker. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. They find some open field here. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are once again back in front. Pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted, and that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is now 10-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Off play action. Daly escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On 1st and 10, Daly. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw on second down. Daly, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 68 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Running right, here's Walker. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. All day, every day, any day.
Now a play fake here on first down. This one goes underneath to Walker. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
And let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And going right back to Walker. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Just like that.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watts. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
53. You ain't going nowhere. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll look to throw here. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here, as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Ready, 33, kill him.
53, Mike, 53. Hey, what's the ball?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And Walker has it.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And some room to work. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what?
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. after the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch at a first down. Looking to throw. Daly. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. T.J. Watt from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 113 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on third down. Daly eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This is fielded at the 7. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quick. Here's a diving catch right side. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Daly. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards that time. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up the middle with Barkley. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 142 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Daly. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Daly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. He spins free, and he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Off play action. Daly. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to get the 1st down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Daly. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
Now a run with Walker. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 113 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way.